a spark when we speak. Stronger together, yeah, we building each week. Each one reach one, now the whole world know. Big Jack, story time, Walt talks, let's go.
All right. Welcome to the Iron Sharpening Iron Show. I'm your man, Big Jack. This is where we prove we are stronger together, that if each one would reach one, we can all grow and glow. And I got my man Walt talks with me today. What's up, Walt? How you doing, sir?
My man, what's happening, Big Jack? What's going on, champ?
It's all good, bro. It's all good.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Look, June. We're in the month of June, halfway through the year. Hard to believe, you know.
Man.
You know what? I have not been on a golf course all year. Not yet. I have not
man, sorry about your luck, man.
Yeah,
sorry about your luck. Yeah.
But we're halfway through the year.
Yeah.
And June happens to be the same month as Father's Day.
So I've heard.
And because of that, we're gonna dedicate this whole month to Father's Day. So every Iron Sharpening Iron Show this month is going to be dedicated and focused on fathers, the good, the bad, and the not so good.
Cool.
You know, we get a bad rap sometimes as dads, you know.
Yeah.
An opportunity to maybe clear some of the air. And throughout the week or the month, we're going to have different guests on. And we don't have any guests today. This is me and you. So but, we'll bring some on and talk to them, you know, some of their insights, their secrets, their ways to how did they get through it as fathers, and even some of the things that their father may have told them to help them the men that they are today. And it, you know, one thing I did learn, you know, was biology doesn't always mean, you know, makes your father. You know,
this is true.
You know, my biological father, you know, there's so many people that was like father figures in your life that even to this day, still dropping knowledge to help you, you know, get through situations. So that's what I'm about today, about this week. So, but how you doing? How you been?
Well, you know, Father's Day is coming up, so I've already taken all my socks, ties, and underwear out my drawer and out the closet, made them visible so everybody knows I got plenty of that. And then, you know, you just drop golf and motorcycle hints from that point, and then that's what it is, you know. So, yeah, but I've been good, man. I have no complaints, man. You know, lose a few friends here and there, man, but it puts life in perspective. And, hey, bro, I'm just glad to be here, man. In spite of myself, I'm glad to be here, you know.
You know, that is so true. You know, every day that you get up and you go through and you're like, man, I'm glad to be here. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm on the land or in the land of the living, as they say.
In the land of the living, man. I mean, you know, just you here, man. Make the best of it, right?
Right. Yeah. So yesterday I did we went to a Hall of Fame induction ceremony. So Hall of Fame, and it was for my grandfather. So my grandfather on my mom's side was inducted into his high school Hall of Fame.
So he is the GOAT of all. Let's get that out the way right now. He is the GOAT in the Jackson family.
Well, I mean, look, that's where the Jacksons started. So that
all right. So he was the GOAT. So you are what, about the fifth best athlete in your family? What are you, about the fifth?
I don't know what say. He was inducted into the high school Hall of Fame. He could have been because he was a good student. I don't know. But, it was their sports Hall of Fame. So
there you go.
And so this guy, you know, I've never met him. So he was unfortunately killed in Vietnam. You know, he's a soldier, so a veteran.
Wow.
And but he was class of 53 from his high school, so 1953. And to be inducted into the Hall of Fame yesterday in 2026, you know,
posthumously,
So you know, when you start looking at it, you know, sometimes you think, you know, your story ends because no one's talking about it anymore. But that's not always true. But one of the points that came up, because my uncle, and he's been on the show before, Fred Jackson, he's been on the panel.
Yes, good man.
He had made a comment that for years, because he was only 13 when his father was killed.
Oh, wow.
So, when you look at it that way, you're
Yeah.
13 years old and your father is not there anymore. And it's not because he went to go get a pack of cigarettes or go look for milk or
Yeah.
whatever. It's
He
because
never came back, right? He had to
was
grow
doing
up
his
quick.
job
Yeah.
and
Damn.
he didn't make it. And Fred Jackson was making the comment that he was the oldest of the siblings. So there's now
Mhm.
him plus 3. And
Mhm.
now, all of a sudden he become the man of the house, if you want to look at it that way, I'm
Yeah.
saying, at 13 years old. But he was saying that they used to just put pictures up so they can remember him when they do
Mhm.
other family functions because, he's part of the family. I mean, that's,
Mhm.
my grandfather. So I knew him by picture only, and then
Mm.
yesterday I heard a little bit more about him as they gave him honor and this and that because he did play professional baseball. So he was, he played professional baseball. So that probably did move me down the list to probably 5 or 6 as far as athletes in the house or in the family. But he was able to play at that level. He was a back catcher.
Wow.
So he played catcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates farm team, but the team was down in Georgia. The farm team he was on was down in Georgia. So
Wow.
what made him unique in a sense, just talking about him because we're honoring
Mhm.
fathers, if you want to look at it this way. But what made it unique for him was the fact that he was a left-hand catcher. So
Oh, wow.
he was left-handed, and so that was a different angle because most times you see a right-hand catcher, he's throwing.
Yeah, so and you
Yeah,
see mostly right-hand batters, so the
right,
batter
right,
is
right.
literally in his way
It's
when
in
he's
his
trying to
way.
get the
Yeah,
ball back. Right, right.
yeah, yeah. So that was another thing right there, just to see him, hear about it. And then
Mhm.
the one thing I did know from stories and people saying he used to can throw the ball from the plate to second base from the squat. He didn't
Wow,
have to get up. That's how strong
wow.
his arm
That's
was.
that man,
Yeah.
that's strong.
So yeah, he had a
So he
strong
could have
arm.
been a pitcher.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. He
Yeah,
was gunning them. He was throwing people out from the squat, and that's if anybody knows baseball and anybody knows
yeah,
anything about back catching. Normally, you see that catcher come out that squat and throw the
yep,
ball as hard as they
yeah.
can, and this and that. But to be able to throw it from the squat is awesome. So yeah,
Wow.
I see B verse reacting there saying he had a papa arm. Yeah, I'm sure, 100%. But
Yeah.
then so it was great. It was great to be there. They honored 33 people yesterday from all different sports. It's only the 3rd year that they done this for their school. But for my grandfather to make it, into the Hall of Fame after how many years. I mean, it was 1953 when he graduated, and now he's finally getting inducted in. So that's huge in itself. That's what, 73 years if you want to look at it like
Yeah,
that.
so
Yeah.
he graduated high school and went into the military.
Yes, yeah.
So that was
Well,
right around
he
from
graduated high school and went into professional baseball.
oh, I'm sorry, went into professional baseball,
Yeah,
and then how did he end up
yeah.
in the yeah.
Because my from the stories that I'm hearing,
Mhm.
he broke his arm playing baseball,
Wow.
which it happens. Things happen. I
Yeah,
mean, I
things
broke 2
happen. You
vertebrae.
broke 2 vertebrae, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So things happen, and my grandmother then they were married, but said you need to find a more steady income.
3
Um,
kids, yeah,
so yeah,
4
because
kids,
he
right?
got 4 kids. So you
Yeah,
start
4
thinking
kids.
though, and also we're talking about the 50s.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm hip.
Yeah, so African
Segregated
American
America, the
man
whole
in the
9
50s.
yards, man,
Yeah,
yeah. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
African American in the 50s. Baseball was just allowing African Americans to play. They was just
Mhm.
allowing them to even be on the field with, white and black
That's a
just
fact.
they just didn't do
Yeah.
it. So so that being said, she told me to find a little bit more steady
Inc
line of income, which the military was a steady job, and
yeah.
he was a career soldier. So he served 14 years before he was actually killed in Vietnam. So
Wow.
yeah, so who knows how things would have turned.
Yeah,
You look at it that way.
yeah.
Because like I say, you're now dealing with a 13-year-old, and my mom at that time would have been 11. So now
Mm.
you're looking at everybody's just growing into into that
Mhm.
teenage years, and here, because he was killed in 67. So if you look at it that way. Yeah, and I was born in 70.
I
So
was born in 63. So
yeah,
I was
yeah,
4.
so,
Yeah.
yeah, so that's that time frame and all of that. So, but it was a great ceremony. Had a good time out there at the school.
New school.
Fairmont Heights High School. I can't even tell you where I was at. Now I know I was in the Landover area, Landover, Maryland. I know
It's because it's not Fairmont Heights technically. It's the backside of it. Yeah, it's Landover-ish, Hyattsville-ish. Yeah,
yeah,
Fairmont Heights-ish. Because Fairmont Heights is a town in itself.
right,
But it's a
right.
new school. Nice looking building, man. I haven't been in the new one. But
I know
we got a mutual friend who went to Fairmont Heights. They used to golf with us, Steve Isom.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, I remember playing against Fairmont Heights, but
Mhm.
when they were located, when I played against them, right
Up
off
in the
the
cut.
Sheriff Road, right off the
Yeah.
Sheriff Road, it was down. So if any, we're talking Maryland for those, or PG County, Maryland at that. So for those who are like, what are you talking about? But it was legit. I mean, it was good, good ceremony. So again, we're talking about Father's Day. We're talking about Father's Day month. I mean, I think the fathers deserve a time, and they deserve some things like that. Walt, your father, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yay. So I know you say you're clearing out the drawer and make sure you don't get no stock.
Yeah. Everybody pretty much knows, man. Golf, motorcycle, gift certificate, I'm good. But
Right.
Father's Day, man. I think I don't know the numbers, and I'm sure you probably, knowing you, have researched the numbers. I'm sure it's billions of dollars being spent on Mother's Day. And Father's Day, not so much. Part of that is probably our own fault because, we basically play our position and we protect and provide and do what we're supposed to do. Feel like we're not supposed to get extra credit for that. But it's nice to be acknowledged. It's cool. I mean, nothing is more satisfying to me as a father than to see that you had a part in raising a successful child and independent and doing their thing and have their own family and all that out of my pocket since college, and that's a beautiful thing, So yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's exciting. Then you got like as a son, I look at Father's Day. There's some things that my father's been dead 26 years, and there's some things like golf. We got to bowl together, hang out, and travel. But I would like to get him on the golf course, because I think I could have had him because he was a pretty good athlete himself.
Right.
And I think I could have just basically just had him away with him on the golf course at least till he got it together. So, but I missed out on that opportunity. And things that your father told you, and things and your father was a friend of mine. So, things you get, the lessons learned, and the things you hear, it didn't make sense, and now just you find yourself repeating them, and you swore you never would, but they work. And you a man with what, 4 sons?
4, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man, I know to you, and you get to see it all too. You get to experience that, the competition and everybody coming for the title, taking
Right.
shots at the champ. So I remember when you beat your father I mean, not playing golf or bowling.
Bowling, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the date and all that, but I remember the conversation when he said, "Man, he got me." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He said, "He got me." "Got you where?" "Got me on the bowl. Got me, man, beat me bowling, man." He said, "He got me." And he was hurt, man. He was in his feelings, man. He
Right.
was in his feelings. And then he said, "I think I can get him, but I don't think I think this is going to be a regular thing, like I think yeah, man. So, hey, that's what it is, right? And now your sons are gunning for you.
And they got me.
Beat you, yeah, and you can't outlift them. You can't outlift William.
Yeah,
And
Junior.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can't outlive Junior.
Yeah.
And your musical talent is
Wasn't there at all.
Pharaoh Keys has got you all that.
Yeah. So
And yeah.
it's not sad. I mean, and that's like we're talking to fathers out there. So any of the fathers is out here listening, it's not sad that you lose to your kid or whatever. And I've heard people who will stop playing because they've lost to their child. And that, to me, that's sad. I mean, because you basically got them to the point that they should be able to be competitive, get on the field, and it don't even have to be sports. I mean, life. You know, you want your kids to be better than what you are. You know, I want you to be. If I got a bachelor's degree, you need a master's degree. If I got, you know, so it's like one up me. I don't care. I want you to one up me, because me as a person, I think I'm not a bad person. So if you one up me, you're gonna be a better person, you know.
Hey, man,
that's how I look at it.
I don't know where I heard this quote. I don't know where, and I'm sure you know who the guy that said it. I think he may have been quoting someone else, but it was somewhere, man. I don't even remember where, but it may have been at a funeral or something. He said, "But today, I'm burying the only man in the world who was happy that I made it. I was more successful than him."
Mm.
And when you think of it like that, man, as a father, you want that to happen. I mean, you know, I mean, as employers, as supervisors, you want to be able to see the people that you groom, that you mentor come up. But as a parent, man, yeah, absolutely. You want your kids to succeed, you know, exceed your, live up to your expectations, exceed your expectations, and be the best that they can be, whatever that is, you know?
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool, man.
And as a father, a male, a parent, you want to set a real bar. You want them to have to strive. I mean, you don't want to set it so low that, you know, this was easy. All I had to do was, you know,
wake up
all I
and
do is wake up and I got you. But no, you gotta, you know, you got to graduate high school. You gotta, you know, get a degree in college. You gotta have a career. You know, all of these things that you do. You know, and I'm not saying that you're competing with your kid. Not saying the kid have to outdo you, but I'm gonna set something and put something in front of you to strive for. And if I can do that, then that's not that bad. That's really not that bad, because, you know, and a lot of that, like, again, like I said, that's just like being a good citizen. I want you to be a good person. So I'm gonna give you that to strive for. You know, you're not gonna see me be a cheat out in the street. You're not gonna see me do this and that, because of the fact that I don't want you to, you know, that shouldn't be the standard, and that shouldn't be the bar that you're living off of, and thinking that it's okay to do that. So
let me give you this one real quick. That Mark Twain quote. I think it was Mark Twain. Yeah. Says, when I was a boy, 14, my father was so ignorant I could hardly stand to have the old man around. But when I got to be 20, 21, I was astonished at how much the old man had learned in 7 years. You know? And that's what it is, man. I mean, you know, we don't understand what's being told and how, you know, we're being guided. And then one day, you know, the switch flips.
Right.
And it's like, man, this all makes sense. And then you find yourself saying the things to your kids that you swore you would never say.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know, and it's like it still works. So yeah, man,
and a lot of that is, I mean, we talk about that on the show plenty of times before. Street knowledge and this experience. Experience is the best teacher, and this and that. And a lot of people will tell you, I could show you better than I can tell you.
Yeah.
I can show you better than I can tell you. And some of that is, you know, you thought about it, and it's like, well, you're not, you know, you don't have this degree, you don't have this piece of paper, you don't have these trophies, you don't have these awards. It's like, but I've done everything that you're trying to do. And so let's go back to this 1953, you know, to be at that level, to say he was on the Pittsburgh Pirates farm team. And we've had professional baseball players on. That's
Mike.
normal. That's normal, Mike. Yeah, it's normal to go to a farm team. So there's nothing wrong with that. But then to be on a professional baseball team, with all the other things that was going on. So with all the other things that he had to, you know, that's different. That's a little different thing. And to be successful, you know what I'm saying, to regardless, because we're still looking at, during that time, they had a total league, the Negro League was during that time. So there was a whole league set aside. So for you to make it out of the one league and go to the other league, And it was what was the show with Richard Pryor, Billy D.
Oh
Williams.
no, Bingo Long Traveling All Stars. Yeah, that was funny.
You know, and that was a big stride then for one of them to make it into the big leagues. You know, it's like we're trying to get to the point that Richard Pryor in that whole movie kept being everything but black because of the fact that they weren't taking blacks, but they'll take Native Americans and they're taking Hispanics and they're taking Puerto Ricans and this and that, but they're not taking blacks. And then be like, ain't this something? Finally, they're taking them. So
think of it like this: your real quick.
Mhm.
Your grandfather came out of school in '53. My father came out in '54. Jackie Robinson was like 1946 when he broke the color barrier.
I think that's
that was just over 10 years, man.
Yeah.
So I mean that's like so then people always ask, well, how do you come up with these thoughts that you have? But your grandfather, my father, experienced this firsthand. This wasn't like something somebody told them.
Correct.
This was their life experience. Yeah, man. And there's people living today who lived that.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So I mean, you just kind of put it in perspective, man. We think of it as a long time ago, but in our case, it's one parent and one grandparent away.
Yeah, and 100%. So that was another thing that was mentioned that because my grandfather just, even though he's been deceased since '67, but his birthday had just passed a couple of weeks ago, and he'd have been celebrating like his 90th or 92nd birthday. So with that being said, it really is 90, 90 years. It's funny, and we don't talk, and we're talking about Father's Day celebration and this and that, and because you mentioned that, something that I know that we as a country we're getting ready to celebrate 250, 250 years. But I remember the bicentennial quarter when it came out.
Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah,
that was in
1776.
1976 is when.
Yeah, 1976. Yeah.
So I'm like, I remember that quarter and how cool that quarter was.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that was in my lifetime. There's people who have never celebrated a milestone for the country, because they're not over 50. But if you're over 50 years old, you remember 1776. You remember the bicentennial quarter.
Hey, have you gotten this one from anybody? Hey, Pop, what year were you born? 1963. 19? You had a 19? Like 19? You had a 19 in your number? Yeah, 19.
Did they have dinosaurs? Like, boy,
man, but that's what it is, man. So yeah.
So look, man, we got some I got some trivia questions for you. So
okay, let's go.
We got the Father's Day trivia. So we're gonna put a little Father's Day trivia up there. We're on the Iron Sharpening Iron Show. Got my man Walt Talks. This is whole month of June's dedicated to Father's Day. So each session we'll have either different guests or different ways of getting across the points across. And you never know what we're gonna talk about when we get up here, especially when you got Walt up here. So we might talk about anything, but we're gonna throw some questions up there and see. I'm not even gonna give you the answer. I'm just gonna throw the question up. We'll read the question and then see what you got. If you're out there in the chat and you're watching, go ahead and drop the answer in the chat, and we're gonna see what we can do. And all of these are based around Father's Day, so that's that known right there.
Are they multiple choice?
They're multiple choice.
Oh man, that's easy. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you got one in you got 25% chance of getting it right.
Dabba, baby.
Multiple choice. Let's see what we got. Number one, we go. What inspired the creation of Father's Day? All right, so Alpha or A presidential proclamation, B, a church fundraiser, C, a daughter wanted to honor her father who raised 6 children alone, or D, a military holiday. What inspired the creation of Father's Day? And if you're out there, definitely put it in the chat. What you think your answer is, just put the A, B, C, or D in the chat.
So you want me to answer that?
Yeah, go ahead. What you think?
All right, so what's the name of that show where they drop the balls? You know what I'm talking about. They drop the big ping pong balls, and you got the guys. No, not the lottery,
Oh,
man. This is a TV
you
show.
talking about who went? No, is it Deal or No Deal?
Nah, man. You send the partner in the booth, and he has to answer questions. And when he gets through these questions, he starts going through like the process of elimination. And that's where I'm
Oh,
going.
okay.
So,
And I know
so
what you're talking
a presidential proclamation, uh, doesn't it's a done deal. I mean, so something had to inspire that. So I would say a military holiday. I'm going with a military holiday.
Okay. All right. So my man Walt said a military holiday, and let me see if I can we gotta throw some little sound effects up in here today. Let me see.
Uh-oh.
Let me see if I got one. Okay,
Womp,
military
womp,
holiday.
womp.
We're
Go
going with
ahead.
military holiday, and I
My
think
final answer.
in the chat someone put I want to say A. So but here we go. It's not the right answer. So
I'm
I
like,
need,
ooh, man,
I
you
need,
ready?
I
Jungle
need
Book. Uh-huh.
let me see if I can find. I don't have a gong sound. That
Okay.
was wrong. So it was C. A daughter wanted to honor her
A
father
father who raised 6
children
children.
alone.
Wow. Okay.
So, and we'll get deeper into that. But a daughter wanted to honor her father who raised
Mhm.
6 children alone, and the mother of the kids, I think it was the 6th child, she died during childbirth.
Oh,
So
wow.
he ended up having to raise them all by himself, and that's where the daughter wanted to honor her father for stepping up and doing that back then, and that's how we ended up with Father's Day.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
So I don't have a. Let me see. I gotta find a sound for wrong. I don't want
Yeah,
to boot.
that's you can boo me, man. I don't have I'm good with that, man.
It's all good.
I'm
It's
good with
all
that, man. I mean, you miss you miss one 2-foot putt in the tournament, man, and you get booed.
and you
See, this
get
is
booed. Yeah, without a
yeah.
doubt. All right, so let's throw another question up
Okay.
there, and we thank those in the chat who put their answers up there. But it was C. So anybody who watched that last one, it was C. So here we go. Another question. Question number 2. All right. In what year was the first Father's Day celebrated in the United States? In what year? So we got 1898, 1910, 1925, and 1945. What year was the first Father's Day celebrated in the United States?
I'm gonna go with 45, man.
1945. All right. Anybody
1945.
out there in the chat? Anybody out in the chat want to throw one out there? And 1898 is with the chat is going with. And I see what's that, Kyle Vlog Channel. What's up, Kyle? How you doing? All right, so the answer is B, 1910. 1910 was the
1910.
first year Father's Day was celebrated in the United States.
Man, I'm 0 for 2.
0 for 2.
Yeah.
So they say 3 times the charm, but third time's
Every
the charm.
time's the charm, yeah. So let's get it. Well, you
So
gotta
let's
figure now, if we were playing baseball, 3 out of
get
10
three
to get
strikes.
you in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, so let's see what happens. Let's
Hey,
go.
if you play baseball and you get 1 out of 3, that's 33%. That's not a bad.
That's
Not a bad.
same thing, man. It gets you to the game, to the show.
Yeah,
Mhm.
let's put another one up there. All right, here we go. How long did it take for Father's Day to become an official national holiday after the first celebration? So, after the first celebration, how long did it take for it to become an official holiday? We say Alf or A, which is 10 years, B, which is 25 years, C, which is 40 years, or D, 62 years.
So help me out. It became a holiday in 1910. We just
Correct.
established that, correct?
So when did it become an official holiday? Meaning that it was written into law that we're going to recognize this day every year, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So
It was
how long did
damn,
it
man.
take them to actually
All right, so let's do the math. So 1920, the Depression, right?
Okay.
1935, 1950,
okay,
or 1972.
Okay. The good answers. Good answers.
It says it says
a C down there and a B down there.
Hey man, you know, so 1910, 1950. I'm gonna go with that, man. I'm gonna go with 50 because that was, you know, Leave It to Beaver, you know, woman is the homemaker, the father's doing his thing.
C. We're saying C.
I'm saying C, which is just me and look like
funny.
boss.
Cause we down in the chat, they got every letter out there.
Oh yeah, wait, what we got going on? Yeah, that's
awesome. Can't go wrong. Hey, that's how I do DraftKings. I pick both teams.
So we so at least you know you're going to win. You won't win any money, but at least you won.
I put money on both teams.
All right, I'm gonna go 1950, man. I mean, 40 years.
So C. No, it was 1972, which was 62 years.
So you know why I said I was getting ready to go with that? Because in the words of Rodney Dangerfield, Father's Day gets no respect. I tell you, it gets no respect, right? And I mean, this kind of, yeah, that makes sense. I almost went with that, man. But it seems like to me, 72, I was alive and well. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm 10 years old in 70. I'm 9 years old in 72.
So here's another fun fact to go with that. The separation between how long it took Mother's Day to become official and how long it took Father's Day to be official was 58 years. 58 years.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So from the first time they celebrated Mother's Day to the first time it became an official holiday, and the difference was 58 years. So Mother's Day it became a holiday 58 years before Father's Day.
But if you put it in perspective, let's talk about the world back then, right? Fathers already had it all. As far as you know, fathers had it, and you know, not all fathers, but relatively speaking, fathers had an easier time at it than the mothers, so to speak.
No, and I'm not taking. It was just.
Oh no, I get it. So that's not a surprise, you know. That it's almost like, and I'm using the word bone as a, you know, figure of speech. It's like they, you know, it's almost like, hey man, I gotta get my wife off my back. Let's do this Mother's Day thing. Let's get this out the way because I don't want no smoke. And let's get the comments going. Might as well get the comments going.
There you go, right there. So while you celebrating this day, go make me a sandwich. Go ahead and say it. Get it off your chest. Get it off your chest.
We just gave you a holiday. Do me a favor. Go make me a sandwich. Yeah.
Get it off your chest.
That makes sure my wife not listening.
We're celebrating Father's Day. Father's Day all month long. We're going to be celebrating Father's Day all month long. I got another one for you. Going to pop it up on the screen. Boom. Here we go. So this one should be an easy one. You should knock this one out the park.
No problem. 72.
Which U.S. president signed the Father's Day into law as a permanent national observance in 1972? So we got the 72 part right.
Right.
And which president was sitting during that time? Whoop. Oh, well. It could go either way. Now that I thought about it.
Yeah, because so Nixon and Ford were right there. Nixon got impeached and Ford came in, but was that 72? Gas was high. We were standing in line. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with, I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with Gerald Ford, man. I mean, Tricky Dick, man, he was doing his thing, but I think he had too much going on with Watergate to put Father's Day into place.
Well, we know it wasn't Kennedy.
It wasn't Kennedy. It wasn't Reagan.
You know, it wasn't Reagan.
Right.
So during that time, it had to be either one. And because of that, you know, and I'm now looking at the answers and I'm like, oh, man, I totally forgot that one was impeached and the other one took over for him.
Yeah, I remember that. I was around for that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, and I was only 2. So I can't even say, I was hanging out watching nothing. But
I was 9, man. So I remember that, man. That was a big deal, you know.
But the answer to this question up here is C. So Richard Nixon was the president who actually signed Father's Day into law as a permanent national observance in 1972. So if you said D, you are correct. You are correct. You are correct.
So if D is correct,
No, I'm sorry. C.
C is correct. Right.
Right.
Okay, I'm wrong. I'm wrong again. I'm over. I got an O for going on. I'm
0
over.
for 4. So
Yeah,
yeah.
0 for 4.
I
Yeah.
don't even know
Okay.
what sport we're playing. You missed 4 times in a row. If you had 4 opens in bowling, you probably wouldn't shoot 150.
Yeah.
If you had 4 opens in golf or 4 bogeys in golf,
Oh, I'll take 4 bogeys in golf. I'll take 4 bogeys in golf walking onto the golf course.
Yeah, 100%.
Not
Bogeys
4
not a
double
bad
bogeys, but I take 4 bogeys, 100%. You tell me I got 4 bogeys a day and no doubles or triples, I'm on my way.
We got one more question, and that'll put us at the
Mhm.
halfway mark because I got 10 questions for you.
Okay,
but,
let's go.
Let's get one more because you got to clear this out. So we're going to get you this one. So
Okay.
we're going 5 times the charm. Okay. See, here we go. Look, boom, here we go.
And a 50-50 shot.
Which holiday became an official holiday first?
Oh, Mother's Day.
Father's Day or Mother's Day?
Mother's Day for sure. Yeah, all right. You
Hey,
gave me that one. Yeah.
This is a softball right
Woo,
here.
man, I appreciate the softball, man. Thank you.
Yeah, so this one is without a doubt, Mother's Day was first, and then of course Father's Day. We said in 1972. So, but they say the years it took from Mother's Day to become a holiday.
The Father's Day.
The Father's Day was 58 years.
That's a lifetime.
Yeah. So 58 years. Yeah, between how long it took. And I've been through the process because I did create a national day with the company I work for. And you can have a national day on paper and you can celebrate it, which we're going into this. So I created a day called National Control Room Workers Day.
Okay.
So National Control Room Workers Day is my creation, 100%. So if I pull it up right now, you can see where it says da 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 da, and we created it. It's June 12th, so it's coming up.
Okay.
June 12th, 2024 was the first day we celebrated it, and then every June 12th, and it's growing. It's growing legs. Other control rooms around the country and the world celebrates this day. So it's pretty cool when you see it. But to get it past Congress and to get it on a president's desk to be signed into law is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So for it to take 58 years or whatever, it doesn't just work like that. Someone could say, yeah, we're going to celebrate it, and you can celebrate it all day, all night. But to get it on a president's desk and they sign it into law is you got to get a congressman to bring it up. Right. And they got to put it in front of the House and put it in front of the Senate. And and then it becomes a bill. And we've all watched. I'm just a bill. Yeah, and so
only a bill headed up the Capitol Hill. Yes, sir.
That's how we have to work it. So I'm still in the process of going through that with National Control Room Workers Day, but for us to talk about this and say for Father's Day it was 58 years or whatever, that's not unheard of. It's just the fact that there's other things that took way longer before they actually took it from a national day. And then and look up, because you're seeing it now. This is also National Pride Month, and then last month was National Mental Health Month, and National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and all that. So all of these different days, but to say that they're signed into law, where the country is going to recognize this every day or every year during this day, it takes a lot of work to get there.
So yeah, and not the least of which is the Voting Rights Act, but we'll keep. That's for another show. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. So there's so many different things that the acts are one thing, the different, because you think you have certain rights, but those are Bill of Rights. There's not like laws. They're signed into law, they're put in there, but they're acts. And so it's like sometimes they act like they didn't know it, and sometimes they act like So that's the things we learn. Those are the things we learn. But we're celebrating the fathers. It's Father's Day month. Where we get this idea from? Some people, when it's their birthday month, they want to celebrate their birthday the whole month long and da 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 da. But I think that because we only have so many shows And you know, I know that though June, is it what, 19th this year?
Juneteenth, yes, Juneteenth.
Is that Father's Day this year as well?
That's a good question.
It's a
Look,
Sunday.
Father's Day is so important to
Yeah,
us,
I don't know which day it is.
and we don't even know which day it is. Isn't that something? That's terrible.
No, and then I got to look at my calendar. Sorry.
It's June, it's got to be the 14th,
21st.
21st,
Yeah.
21st, yeah.
So yeah, because I know it's a Sunday. So yeah, so June 21st. So June 21st, but it's also the same weekend as Juneteenth.
Yes.
So really, it loses some of its luster because of the fact that, you know, a lot of people will be celebrating the fact of Juneteenth to the point, you know, yeah, you Father's Day. Yeah, we're gonna just mix them all together. I was born like that, Walt. So I'm born real close to New Year's, and all my life, my birthday party, birthday party and New Year's was like, we're gonna just have one party. I'm like, but what about my birthday? Yeah, but we celebrate New Year's. So I'm like, yeah. So I'm used to that being. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm right there at Thanksgiving, but you know, yeah,
it is, you know,
it's hard to have a party as a December baby. No, I'm a November baby, end of November.
Yeah.
It's hard to have winter babies, man. It's tough with the
First of all,
parties.
don't get, wait a minute. That's the biggest party of the year.
Well, New Year, yeah, that's true.
I'm
That's
right
true.
there. Like,
true.
we ain't doing. But the thing is, when you were younger, when I was younger, it's like we're gonna have your party up till 8 o'clock.
Yeah, and then you know, get all you kids out of here, so we so we can really start finger popping and having a good time.
And that's the whole thing. So it's like, all right, so you know, you learn. So, but so with Father's Day and Juneteenth so close to each other, a lot of times we miss out. So I was like, I know we're going to discuss doing this month of Juneteenth. We're going to discuss Father's Day and all the other stuff that come up. So I just wanted to make sure that we gave honor where honor is due. And I learned a lot, especially yesterday, because like I say, 1953, and yesterday he got his flowers. So, you know, talking about Frederick Jackson Sr. out of Fairmont Heights High School. And so pretty cool looking at his pictures and what they had, you know. So just a quick little bit on that right there. He was due to come home, Walt. He was due to come home 3 weeks before he was killed. So, well, he was due to come home 3 weeks.
3 weeks after he was killed, right?
He was killed. And he had, while over there serving in Vietnam, received a medal while he was over there.
Commendation.
Because of the accommodation, they say, hey, we need you to basically come to this a ceremony, pick up your medal. And en route to the ceremony is when he was ambushed, and he and his driver didn't make it. So, and I see Sharon Jackson in the house. Hello, she's saying good evening.
Hey, Mama Jack.
What's up, Mama Jack? So, but it's here, and so those are the breaks. And again, we're celebrating Father's Day all month long. Glad to see Mama Jack out in the house or down there, and say, hey. I got another trivia question for you. You ready?
Talk to me. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. You got one right, so you're good to go.
Hey, man, I'm 1 in 5, Jack. That's
1
right.
in 5. 1 in 5. What is that?
1 in 5, 1 in 6. This is number 6, number 7.
This is number 6. So you have 5.
Let me see, 1 in 5. I had 1 in 5.
You're 20% right now. So
yeah, 20%.
Let's see, we got some other people out there participating, so hopefully they can help you out. So here we go. What flower is traditionally associated with Father's Day? Is it the
carnation?
Rose, the carnation, the tulip, or the daisy?
B.
Huh?
B. Carnation.
Carnation. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's never in the history of a bride and a groom has the groom worn maybe a rose, but a tulip or a daisy. No, it's usually a man's gonna get the carnation, and a woman's gonna. I'm gonna go with the carnation.
Okay. Look, question itself, the answer sitting on the poster.
The white rose, honor the father whose dad passed. Okay, yeah, there you go.
So it's a rose.
White rose. Yeah, it's a rose. Dang. And I'm thinking carnation because the carnation is yellow, right?
Yeah. But the white rose is honoring the fathers who have passed away, and the red rose honor the living father. So that is the rose is the flower, what flowers traditionally associated. But we know that during Mother's Day,
I was about to say more roses are sent on Mother's Day than any day ever.
Because here you only need one. You don't need a dozen. You just need one.
Yeah, man.
So it is what it is. But 100% it's the rose. So the rose. So
all right, man.
Man, some good questions.
I tell you what. I like them because all of my answers, well, not all of them, but especially like this one, is how we've been conditioned, right?
Right.
And so you just think of something, it works, and you just go with it. Doesn't mean it's right, but that's just the way it is, right? Yeah. So that's good. So like you said, that's some good questions, man, because I know I'm not the only one getting this.
No, because people in the chat, I don't think they got one right either, unless they picked them all. But that's not. And we had the true false one out, 50-50 chance. But either way, we're in a good ballpark. We're good. So let's see where that was number 6, number 7. This you should get this one. You should get this one.
Oh, there's a lot of pressure, man.
All right. Father's Day was created to honor what kind of father? A president, a Civil War veteran who raised 6 children as a single parent.
B.
A pastor, yeah.
I was a little worried, man, but then they put the who raised 6 children. B.
There we go. So all right. Yeah. So without a doubt, so it is B. We talked about that before. So it was a Civil War veteran who had raised 6 children, and that's one of those. I gotta think about that one. I mean, I got the answer, but I gotta think about it.
Man. So.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay. Because the Civil War, I'm looking that up, was 1861 to 1865.
Right. 65, right.
Right. The first Father's Day was 1910.
10, yeah.
But it didn't say that the father was still alive when they celebrated.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the daughter was alive, and her father raised 6 children as a single parent after the mother died during childbirth of the last one.
Yeah.
But she was alive during the Civil War. Well, some in that not too far away from the Civil War. Anyway, he was a Civil War veteran. So that's crazy. I mean, like I say, it's not that long ago, but we're still talking. We're in a country with 250 years, so we're not that old a country. So I had to look it up because I'm like, wait a minute, Civil War veteran. Yeah. So, but anyway, she wanted to honor her father who raised 6 children as a single parent, and she created this day. And here we are. And that's how we have Father's Day. Let's throw another one at you. See what we got. I can promise you only got 10. So
okay.
And that was 7. So here we go.
So I need to get my average up.
What a true false? We got one. True false. Father's Day is celebrated on the same day worldwide.
Worldwide.
Everywhere in the world celebrates it on the same day.
Same day. That's impossible to do. Technicality. It's kind of like Christmas.
Right. So
because just based on the time in itself and the way the time works. But
I get it at the same day.
Date, but you said day.
Yeah,
we said day, but you said day, not date.
Yeah,
there's a difference.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
so you're trying to get tricky here, man. You're trying to get tricky.
Okay.
So what's the name of that show, man? Because at this rate, I hope I need to sign the contract and let the people get the guaranteed money.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with false. I'm gonna go
it's
with
false.
false.
It
Yeah, it's
is
false.
false.
Yeah.
I know when I did look this up, some countries look at this. They celebrate it in March.
Okay.
Well, we're celebrating in June, but it's
All right.
like All Saints Day is it's like a day set aside for, and they recognize fathers or whatever. So
Okay.
Sharon Jackson said false. I see B put out B is in Bravo, false.
Hmm.
So yes, 100% it is false. It's not celebrated on the same day worldwide. But in the United States, we celebrate it on June 21st. Or it's
Yeah.
not even June 21st. It's
The
the
third
third
Sunday in
Sunday in
June.
June. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it can change. So with that, just knowing that it's the third Sunday in June. But for the Iron Sharpening Iron Show and the ISI or ISI universe, we're going to celebrate it all month long. Every time we have one of these shows, we're going to definitely celebrate Father's Day the whole month of June. So, one more question. This is going to be a tough one. And this is one for anybody out here can pick this one. I mean, you got a 25% chance of getting it right, but it's going to be tough. All right, who created or who is credited with founding Father's Day? Anna Jarvis, Eleanor Roosevelt, Sonora Smart Dodd, or Clara Barton?
It's got to be Anna Jarvis or Sonora Smart Dodd because we already established that it was but it could have been a young Eleanor Roosevelt or a young Clara Barton.
Yeah, sure could.
Uh, I'm gonna go with Sonora Smart Dodd. C.
Right.
Yeah.
C, going with C. C. C is correct. Sonora Smart Dodd did it. She was the one.
In no time, is the champ in trouble? All right, man, that was close.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
Sonora Smart Dodd was the daughter of the
Yeah.
civil rights, or not civil rights,
Not
Civil
civil, not
War,
civil rights. Not in 1910, he wasn't.
the
Yeah.
Civil War veteran
Uh-huh.
who raised 6 children. She was one of those 6 kids, and she wanted
Okay.
to honor her father by having a day set aside to recognize him for his work, and that's where we got Father's Day from. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And we know it was in 1910 when they celebrated the first time, but it did
Right.
not get written into law until 1972.
72. Right.
And Richard Nixon, the president, was the person who signed it into law. And here we go. Here we go. And we're learning so much about Father's Day. 100%. Yeah, 100%. I got one more question, and then that will finish up our little trivia. And we're almost at the end of the hour. This is so, pretty cool. So one more question. Let's put it up here. Let's see what we got. Boom. What state hosted the first Father's Day celebration? So we say in 1910, what state hosted the first Father's Day celebration? Could it be Texas? Could it be Maryland? Could it be Washington? Or could it be Virginia? So we got what state hosted the first Father's Day celebration? Texas, Maryland, Washington, Virginia.
Yeah, you got me, man.
And we're talking about
And that's Washington State.
State.
Yeah, that's Washington State. Yeah.
Yeah.
Texas. He said it was 1910.
Comment down
No,
there.
you know what? I'm going with Virginia. I'm going with Virginia. I'm going with D. I'm going with D.
Going with D, Virginia.
I'm going with D. 1910. I'm going with D.
And the answers in the chat was saying, I don't think it was Texas, but if it was big. Like, yeah, whatever.
Let me guess who said that. Let me see.
Yeah.
It had to be, yeah.
Yeah, had to be.
Had to be. Had to be. Texas B. Yeah.
Yeah. So Texas, Maryland, Washington, and Virginia.
I'm going with Virginia.
Walt said
Based
going
on
with
what happened and how she did it and why she did it, I'm going with Virginia. Yeah.
why she did it, how she did it, Civil War, all of that good
Yeah.
stuff. It was 100% Washington. Yeah. So Washington State was the first state to celebrate Father's Day. That was the first to host
Wow.
the celebration. So there we go. So it wasn't Texas, and it wasn't Virginia. The what is the Virginia's for lovers. It wasn't Maryland, and even though
Crab State.
all the Civil War was pretty much on the East Coast.
Yeah, that's what got me, man. I'm like, wow, okay.
Yeah. So that right there. So maybe once he finished and his wife passed, he moved everybody to Washington State to
Wow.
get him away from the madness of what was going on the East Coast, because that was. But Walt, I want to thank you for playing along.
Hey man, yeah, I took a L today, Jack.
Well, man, look how much we learned today.
Yeah.
Look
Some
how much we
positive.
learned today, because it really is. I mean, you've been so, like, my oldest is 33, so I can say I've been, as a father, I've been receiving since 33, if you want to call it that. Um, I'm 55, and I don't know when I started giving any type of gifts to my dad or whatever for Father's Day, or any dad for Father's Day. But at the same time, you don't think about that. You just think it's that day, and you wait till that morning or the night before to go get something, because did you get something for your father? Oh shoot, man, let me go get, and that's how we end up with the stuff that we get sometimes. But at the same time, I don't think, why did it start, and who signed it in the law, and who even brought it up as the first person. We just didn't think about that. I didn't. So with that being said, that's why, I thought it was cool to, throw a little trivia out there, have some fun with it, but at the same time, we learned some things. Almost that Bill Cosby thing on Fat Albert. Remember that? You're not careful, you might learn something.
Learn something, yeah.
But Walt, man, it's hard to believe that was a whole hour, man.
Hey man, it was good to talk to you.
Yeah.
For all the fathers out there, man, enjoy your day. And I'm going to say this at the risk of being canceled: do not, fathers, do not allow anybody to hijack your day. Nothing is a real thing. So if you want to do nothing, do that. With that being said, there's no way in the world I'd go anywhere near the golf course on Father's Day.
Oh yeah.
No way, no how. If I'm out there on Father's Day with the weekend golfers, but the Father's Day golfers on top of that, who just dusted their clubs off after all year, since last year.
Yeah.
You talking about a 6-7 hour round of golf right there, man. So, hey, man, I'll be out of everybody's way on Father's Day.
I will be on my golfing trip that weekend.
Oh, my man, where you going?
I remember Utah. So I'll be
Utah. That's right. That's right.
But
yeah, so that's different. That's different.
I do not believe that we're playing on Sunday. I don't.
Okay.
I think we'll be done by then. So I'm not even taking clubs.
You want to rent clubs?
Renting clubs.
Hey man, they got this company called Ship Sticks. Just ship them out there.
Yeah, but I'm going straight from Utah to Texas, and
just ship the clubs back home, man.
I don't even want to deal with it, bro.
You gonna get out there with a set of rental clubs.
Yeah. Look, when I went to Hawaii, I played 3 rounds of golf, 3 different courses, 3 different sets of rental
clubs. It had a ball.
I had a good time playing golf.
Yeah. All right, there you go.
I wasn't about trying to beat nobody, this and that. I just wanted to let me play. So I'm gonna hope and pray that that's how it works for this, because I'm like, I'm just not. I don't know. I don't have that the bug at this very moment right now. So
Really?
I need to get back out there on the course. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I need to get you out there while you don't have the bug, man. And you know, couple skins games, man. Yeah, yeah. Hey, look, straight out of Stevie Wonder songs in the Key of Life. My man, you look pretty hip. Take this across the street for me. Yeah, yeah. All right, so I get you. Hey, man, because we haven't played golf in a year.
I'm telling you, it's been.
That's unusual. Yeah, you are absolutely right. Yeah, I haven't played golf with you in a year, man.
So we gotta get out there, man.
Yeah, man. You know, I know you don't really like to mess around. You like to wait till it's about 50 degrees in DC, and 35 degrees up your end of the world, and you'll call me to come up to the mountains and play golf. Yeah, I know how it is.
I need to get out there. So, you know, maybe throw something my way so I can get out and go. I'll put in my calendar and let's go.
Yeah, man, let's go for sure. You know,
without a doubt.
Clubs will travel.
100%. I got them. They ready to go.
Okay, let's make that happen. Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah, all right. Thank you all for tuning in to the Iron Sharpening Iron Show. This has been another wonderful episode. Definitely focusing on the fathers out there. Father's Day is on its way. But thank you again for tuning in. We ask you to tune in every week with us, not just for the Iron Sharpening Iron Show, but all the shows under the ISI universe. And we'll see you next time for sure. But until then, stay sharp. We'll talk to you later. Peace. Thank you.